what we're going to require to do, sir, is we're going to have to take some of your details, all right?
I don't give me details, it's just not personal, I just don't give me details out to people.
Okay, well, you've been taking photographs into the police yard of, and you've already admitted you've been taking photographs of vehicles in the yard, quite a lot of which are private motor vehicles. All right, we are going to have to satisfy. We are going to have to satisfy ourselves.
You are saying that you have been taking pictures of private vehicles. I've been taking pictures of marked cars. That's what I admitted to.
Okay, well, we don't know what's on that camera at this moment in time. All right. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to step back now because there's another supervisor here, and I'm actually the custody sergeant, so I could be the person that's dealing with you next in the custody block. All right. So I'm going to step back.
To deal with. I've done nothing wrong.
Well, the officers will ascertain that. The officers will ascertain that. All right, sir.
Okay. Sorry, what's your name again?
Flat, sir, don't give me details.
Just wait there.
Can you stop surrounding me?
Right, we're not surrounding you. Obviously, how can we talk to them? What's the documentary regarding? Because obviously you got to understand there's a lot of personal vehicles in there.
I'm not trying to get there.
But we don't know that, do we?
From the very first exchange, the officers reveal the pitfalls of reactionary policing. Matt becomes a focus not because he's broken the law, but because his presence makes them uncomfortable. They press for his personal information, not on the basis of any offense, but under the vague claim that they don't know what his camera might contain. That isn't reasonable suspicion. It's a fishing expedition dressed up as authority. Even after Matt clearly explains that he's filming marked police vehicles from a public pavement, the officers retreat into hypotheticals, insisting that we don't know that. It's a subtle but dangerous tactic, one that shifts the burden of proof onto a law-abiding citizen and quietly erodes the core principle that suspicion must be justified, not imagined.
You understand our point of view? We don't know what vehicles you've got and what you've got on camera and what's been recorded. Do you get our view on that?
But what does it matter even if you were in it?
Because obviously if this is going on YouTube like documentary, it gets shared, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Which is a lot of officers' details, vehicles, people can search it.
Details? It's not details.
Well, there's vehicles with registrations, yeah, you can.
We need to ascertain who you are, okay?
You can't ascertain who I just told you that I don't give me details.
Right, that's fine.
I've got every right to not give me details.
You have, but what you need to understand is that it's also, you can be arrested so that we can ascertain.
Arrested?
So we can ascertain.
Under what law?
So we can ascertain what your details are.
Under what law?
Okay.
Under what law can I be arrested? Can you state the section and can you read that out, please?
Don't need to.
You do need to.
Don't need to.
It's in your code of practice.
You don't need to.
Yes, you do. Yeah, you really do.
We can arrest you and it'll be explained in custody.
I'll be looking into this as to why you saying you do not have to explain what section of the law you're arresting me under.
I don't need to.
Yes, yes, you do.
Don't need to.
Yes, you do.
Don't need to at all.
Matt was entirely within his rights to refuse handing over his personal details, because without reasonable suspicion of a crime, no officer has the authority to demand them. What's striking here is that no lawful basis was ever offered. Instead, one officer snaps, "I don't need to," while leaning on the threat of arrest. That response alone exposes the problem. UK law is explicit. If someone is arrested, the officer must clearly state the grounds and legal authority at the moment it happens. You don't arrest first and explain later. Telling someone we'll explain it in custody turns arrest into a weapon of intimidation rather than the transparent legal safeguard it's supposed to be. In that moment, procedure gives way to pressure, and lawful policing slips into coercion.
I don't know your name at the moment.
Right, obviously, put this in your pocket.
Yeah, no problem, right? Do you want to give us a dog so we'll just like that? At this moment in time, you've been arrested so we can ascertain your identity, alright?
Under what law?
Obviously, you don't have to say anything but may harm me defensive. You don't mention one question, so much relate that in court. Anything to do so may be in evidence, alright?
Yes, what law are you arresting me under, please?
Who you are, we don't know
what you're doing, we don't know what your intentions are at this moment. You got to understand that.
This is mental, this. Could you tell me, please?
It'll get explained when we're in custody, alright?
No, you have to explain why I'm being arrested. You don't just arrest someone and not
we
tell
have
them
to
why.
understand your identity. We don't have any details about you. We don't know who you are, what your intentions are, anything like that. So you've been arrested to ascertain your identity, alright?
Unlawful arrest then. It's an unlawful arrest and someone will be held responsible for it. Okay? You're going to learn the hard way that you've just made a big mistake. You really are.
Stand here for us, alright?
So you can't tell me what you've arrested me for?
Yeah.
You've arrested me to ascertain my details.
Yes, that's true.
Right, that's an unlawful arrest, sir.
Right from the start, these officers mishandled the situation by treating Matt's lawful, calm filming as if it automatically constituted suspicion. Demanding his personal details on a mere hunch is not reasonable grounds. It's guesswork dressed up in uniform. When Matt asks for the legal basis, they go silent and rely on "will explain in custody," which directly violates Pace Code G, requiring officers to immediately announce both the arrest and its legal justification. Even more egregiously, they justify detaining him solely to confirm his identity. But under UK law, ID checks can only be a lawful reason for arrest when directly linked to a crime. This approach isn't policing, it's a display of power, and it erodes public trust, showing how quickly procedure can be warped into intimidation when authority is exercised without accountability.
So you're going to be retrained and spoken to by that for that.
It's alright.
I'll privately prosecute you as well. You don't arrest someone, not tell them what section you've arrested them under. This is illegal what you're doing, and you know it, and that's why you're quiet.
The grounds of your and the necessity of your arrest will be provided as a
You provide it when you arrest someone.
They'll be given to the custody
You
sergeant.
provide it when you arrest someone. You'll learn the law the hard way. I'm a law-abiding citizen, and you've arrested me for no reason other than you want my details. Doesn't work like that, fella. Have you got anything to say with regards to the situation?
I'll explain to the custody sergeant. If the custody sergeant agrees and
The
accepts
custody
it,
sergeant will agree.
and then it makes it a lawful arrest, because obviously that's on the custody sergeant.
No, it doesn't. The law is above the custody sergeant, buddy. Okay? If the custody sergeant agrees with you, then he's wrong. What's right is the law, not the police, the law.
Exactly. One officer insists that simply getting a custody sergeant's approval somehow validates the arrest, but that's a misconception. Lawful detention isn't about internal nods. It must meet clear, objective legal standards. A custody sergeant may oversee procedures, but their sign-off cannot override statutory requirements. In this case, no valid grounds existed, so the arrest fails the legal test entirely. Claiming "we both agreed, so it's lawful" is circular reasoning, pretending consensus equals legality, rather than true accountability. Matt exposes this calmly, showing how easily flawed logic can be mistaken for authority.
Absolutely no need for this, there wasn't. I explained exactly what I was doing. What's your number, sir, please?
2715.
Would you agree that this is a lawful or unlawful
I'm not
arrest?
discussing it with you.
Do you know why?
I'm not discussing
because
it with
you know.
I'm not discussing
You
it
know.
with you.
Do you have to give
I'm
the
not
reason?
discuss- I'm not
Do you have to
discussing
give the
it- I'm not
reason
discussing
why
anything
you
with you.
arrest someone, or do you not? Do you just arrest them because
I'm
you
not
feel like
discussing
it?
anything with you.
You don't, do you? You don't arrest
not
someone because you
discussing
just
anything
feel
with
like it. You don't do that.
Relax, because the cuffs will end up.
It's all right. I'm not bothered. It's okay.
We're not going to engage with you until we're in there and there's cameras in there, alright?
Is your body cam on?
There's no requirement to speak to you now.
Is your body cam on?
Okay?
Is your body cam on?
Done.
It's on. You're supposed to tell me when you turn it on as well. You don't just turn it on, you inform someone when you turn it on. That's another thing you'll learn. And this will be unlawful imprisonment. Hello. I've been unlawfully arrested, and now I'm looking at unlawful imprisonment as well.
Why do you think you've been unlawfully arrested?
Because I've not been told why I've been arrested, what law I've
You've been
broken.
arrested under Section 58 of the Terrorism
You never
Act
told me
2000.
that. You never told me that.
Right. Well,
You're supposed to
that's why you've been arrested.
Well, they never told me that. So.
Well, I've been told that, so I don't know why you haven't.
Well, I haven't been told it, and I've got it all on video.
Exactly. Matt's confrontation exposes a complete procedural failure. The inspector cites Section 58 of the Terrorism Act, which is meant to target genuine terrorism-related activity, as the justification. Yet Matt was merely filming marked police cars from a public pavement. That's a massive overreach. On top of that, refusing to explain the reason for the arrest at the time directly violates fundamental safeguards. Under the law, anyone arrested must be told the reason immediately. Delaying that explanation isn't minor negligence. It actively undermines the right to understand why you are being detained and erodes public trust in policing.
Well, that's why you're arrested.
Right. So, would you like to search me, sir?
I'm not going to arrest you, I'm the inspector.
Would you like to search me then under the Terrorism Act?
I don't want to search you at the minute. You'll get searched at the appropriate place and at the appropriate time.
Right, no problem.
And not by me. Okay? Do we have any recording devices running whilst he goes into custody?
no.
Of course.
I'm allowed to do that, by
We've
the
got a
way.
body camera, just his phone, which is still inside his pocket. We're not sure if it's still running.
Yeah, leave that alone, don't turn it off.
Right, I'm going to turn it off because you're entering a police building.
I'm allowed to record, I'm allowed to have it running.
Not within
It's
a
me
police
right, yes
building.
I am.
You're
It's
right,
me right,
well,
you need to check that. If you turn that off, that's another thing that'll be a
That's an
problem.
argument we can have at a later date, but for now
It's
we're
not an
going to turn it
argument,
off
it's a policy.
because
I want to be recorded of what
everything
happens
that's
to
happening
me.
here is recorded by that camera there
Right.
and by that camera.
Can I just say, I would
there.
like a copy of
Okay.
that, do not delete it, and I want a copy of that also, don't delete it.
If we decide that it's necessary for you to have a copy, if there are any charges brought against you,
If I want a copy, I'll get a
then
copy.
that will be made
I
available
will get a
to
copy
you.
no matter what, whether I have charges or not, I will get a copy.
Right, possibly.
Okay, no,
Okay.
definitely.
Again,
I
that's-
promise you.
That's a
Do
discussion.
you not know that I'm entitled to that?
You are if you apply for it, and we
Exactly,
deem,
I will
we
have-
deem
no, you
that
don't.
it's not
I have to have it.
a matter of public.
Exactly. The inspector's stance here is a textbook example of overreach. Matt has every right to view footage that directly involves him, especially when it could prove his actions were lawful. Under the Data Protection Act 2018 and UK GDPR, individuals can submit a subject access request to obtain personal data, including body-worn camera or CCTV footage. Access can only be denied under very specific, legitimate exemptions, such as jeopardizing an active investigation, claiming that Matt can only see footage if the police decide or if he's charged as legally incorrect, and highlights a disturbing attempt to control information rather than to uphold due process. This tactic undermines transparency and erodes public trust in policing.
It won't be.
Then there's no
So,
argument.
you know,
is there?
exactly, there's no argument. I'll tell you that straight away. You should know that. You shouldn't really have to be told that. You should say, yes, I'll give you it.
But I can't say yes, I'll give you it because I don't know whether.
Right, well, you know,
you're gonna
either
be
way, you'll know I've
entitled
got
to
it. I am
or not.
entitled to it.
Right.
Right, go on. Obviously, I don't know your name, so it's just Matt, yeah? Right, Matt, we'll just come from here. Alright, just watch that strip. Otherwise, you'll have everyone in here. Just one side, don't it? Through here, Matt. Just through here, look. I'm just done there.
Once Matt was handcuffed and marched off, he didn't stay silent. Within hours, he vowed to press charges, and a year later, he's still fighting. This persistence shows just how seriously he took the violation of his rights. This isn't just a story about a man with a camera. It's a wake-up call. Routine, lawful recording can quickly become a pretext for overreach, turning everyday activity into an excuse for arrest that lets break down the worst moments. Officers escalated from vague unease to handcuffs without naming any offense. When Matt calmly asked for justification, they relied on hypotheticals, leaving him in the dark with a misguided belief that a custody sergeant's approval made the arrest lawful, despite no objective legal grounds, the shocking claim that he couldn't view the footage unless charged, directly contradicting UK data protection and GDPR rights.